Hello musicians, I'm here today with another beginner video. This is an old classic. Some of you will know it. Well, I don't know if it would be called a classic, but anyways, it's old. It's traditional, and you'll see a little bit of info on the top about that. It's in the description box. It's 2 pages. It's the Crawdad Song, and I'm not going to do all the verses. I chose some of the verses. You can do as many as you want, just pick and choose. You know, that's the beautiful thing about music, is that you can interpret it for yourself. It's the key of G, and it is a 1-4-5, so that means in the key of G, G is 1. And if you've been following along my lessons from the beginning, and I always recommend that you start off at the beginning, and then I just keep building on the information, hopefully sort of in a very sort of constructive from the bottom up manner, and add a little bit more to your skills and your musical knowledge, which I think gives people the ability to be more relaxed in their music, because they know what they're doing more than just trying to memorize it. They have knowledge. So that being said, we are in the key of G. So this is a little bit harder than being in the key of C, because in the key of C you only had to press in that one spot. Now in G you've got the 3 fretted note. In order to form a G major chord, you have to press in these spots. And then you've got the, so G is 1, and then this is 4. So how do I figure out 4? G, you follow the musical alphabet. The steps assigned to the musical alphabet are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it starts again. So we've started on G, so then 4 steps away, including G is 1, and then A we're not using, B we're not using, but we are using C, so that's why it's called 4. So 1, 4, 5. Many songs use this comma where it's because we're programmed to hear those sounds and like them. So I wouldn't like to say anything other than they're familiar to us. We find them pleasing because we have heard them for so many, and they must have had probably some other aesthetic pleasingness beyond, you know, just the fact that they're certain steps apart. We probably really like those steps melodically for some reason. So there we go. That's a little bit of music stuff. 1, 4, 5. So the D7, and the chords are not written on the chart in terms of the little images. So if you feel more comfortable, I try to keep progressing and taking a few things away. If you feel more comfortable, either put your chord chart out or write them yourself, which is a good exercise in learning. I'm using the what's called the Hawaiian version of the D7 chord, which is 2 fingers, and I've demoed that a bunch. I think you go back to the G. So there are 6 bars, excluding the intro. There's 6 bars of G. So you're on that G for that many bars, depending on the tempo. That would be how short or long, or fast or slow. So you've got 6 bars there. And then we're going to the D7, and then you're back to the G for lesser bars. And then you're to the C, and then it's a bar, a bar. By a bar, I mean a measure, which is a more accurate way of describing it. It's a measure of time that's either faster or slower, using 4 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, warm up. So we're sitting comfortably. I've got this sweater because it is cooler, but I'm going to pull it up so that the skin makes it easier to hold back here. And then I've got that same thing where it's coming in at the 45. I've taken that time to sit down, and apparently, not unlike having a cat on your lap, I may have said this before, but it bears repeating, the purring is apparently very enjoyable for us in terms of that vibration. Well, you can consider this as a small cat when you make it vibrate by playing it, right? So that's another great benefit. It's very beneficial to feel those vibrations. All right, so you're sitting comfortably, upright, not tense, but firm in all areas. Check in, release any extra tension that you don't need. And then we're going to do that deep breath in. We're going to sing you. So it's a G that we're starting on. So we'll go through la. So if you're you get a line, but I'm going to drop down la. And I've said before, if you don't have a ukulele with the low G on it, not a big deal at all. Just, and if you want the pitch, you can download, if you want to, it's like a mini keyboard app for free usually, and then that'll give you those pitch. So this would be the middle of the piano to the left to the G there. That would be a G. La, la, that one, I mean, la. This one is above this, the middle C. La. Okay, now let's do C. La. The E, big breath in, drop that belly out. La. And then back to the C. La. And then the A. La, dropping down an octave if you want, la, la, and the chord. So we start off on that G. We'll be doing that a little bit more. We're gonna link how the melody notes mesh with the chords, right? They must mesh or they would be discordant. So we've got a you get a line, right? That's what's going on there. So I'm gonna start off with the intro, nice steady down strum, and we'll pick it up. I might do it with the modified shuffle that I like to use. But for sight reading, it's always good to do a steady down strum to keep that rhythm accurate. 1, and start your metronome if you dare. It's a very humbling tool for all of us musicians to try occasionally to show us what we're doing that we may not realize we're doing. So we got a G. Now I'm going to go up to the D7. You get a line, I'll get a pole. Honey, honey, you get a line, I'll get a pole. Babe, babe, you get a line, I'll get a pole. We'll go fishing at the Crawdad Song. Honey, babe, mine. And then I do an extra bar of G as I start the second verse. Babe, you slept too late. Honey, 2, 3, 4. Honey, hurry up, babe, you slept too late. Babe, babe, hurry up, babe, you slept too late. Crawdad man done past your gate. Honey, babe, mine. I'm gonna do verse 3 now. Sitting on the bank till my feet get cold. Honey, honey, sitting on the bank till my feet get cold. Babe, babe, sitting on the bank till my feet get cold. Looking down that Crawdad hole. Honey, babe, mine. Now I'm jumping all the way to verse 7 now. I'm skipping the next 3 because it's quite a long song and you get the idea. So I heard the duck say to the drake, honey, honey. I heard the duck say to the drake, babe, babe. I heard the duck say to the drake, there ain't no crawdads in this lake. Honey, babe, mine. And then I'm going to just do the chorus, which is in the bottom 9. You get a line and I'll get a pole. Honey, honey, you get a line, I'll get a pole. Babe, babe, you get a line, I'll get a pole. We'll go fishing in the Crawdad hole. Honey, babe, mine. And then they're going to do a quick change with those arrows, a beat each. Actually, no, it would be G for a beat, D7 for a beat. To make up 4, you need 2 for that last G. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, so I'm going to do it a little bit of it You get along, I'll get a cold, honey, honey. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, babe. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. So let's do that with the words now. Remember, you can always say the pattern of the strum that you're trying to learn more. So slower, it would be down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And you got all 6. So I'm going to show you how I count those. It's a nice way to keep track, to figure out how many bars. So I'm going to go, no intro, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm on the D7, the babe. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, D7, 2, 3, 4, G, and then I throw that extra bar in the end of those verses. Hurry up, 3, 4, yeah, 2. So the learning of the strum pattern, it would be, I'm on verse 2 now, so down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, and you got a lot of time to just do on the G. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And if you're having trouble, so another option you can do is just la the lyrics if you're trying to keep that strum pattern going and you want to be able to make some sounds, right, which you can eventually turn into words. But if you just start off going la 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 and because all the resources in here are keeping this going, so the word has been simplified. La 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 la. Right, so that is that modified shuffle. It's 4 beats still, like we were doing in the, but for each beat I'm doing, for beat 1 I do a down, and then the end of that, because they're counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and when you're making more, like you're making 8 movements, but you're not, in the first one you're doing this and the other movement is this, so it's up without strumming. So down, and there's the and then 2 and 3 and 4, and so it's still 1, 2, 3, 4, but like when I've been describing a whole and you make one sound, and that's still counted 1, 2, 3, 4, and then quarter notes cut it into 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to cut each of those pieces into half, so it's going to be 8 in total in your pie, and that looks like this. But the first piece of pie we're just doing like this, and then we come up, so we don't make that sound because I just think it sounds better in terms of how a strum goes. So, but keeping it accurate in your timing, count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And keeping track, like how did I figure out there was 6? I started down, down, up, down, up, down, and I'm thinking of how the words go. 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, and I know it's on the word babe, babe, because I know the melody well enough to keep me on track as to when I need to change, even if it's not written on there on the chart in terms of bars. Okay, so I hope that has helped you. I hope you've enjoyed that lesson and have fun with that song, and share, like, subscribe, pass it along to anybody that you think will benefit from my methods. I know they're not the most technologically advanced, but I feel like it gets the job done and shares information so that you can take on music and make it part of your life for all the enjoyment it has given me in my life. All right, so take care out there, and hope your 2025 is going well. I'll see you next time, and bye for now.